Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Liz and I'm a part-time reseller here in Maryland. In today's video, I'm going to take you into this great little spot that a lot of the pickers around here like to keep a secret, but it does tend to spread because I saw some people getting in line today that I didn't know knew about this place. I do like to tell my very close friends about my favorite spots, but I don't really like to tell everybody. But anyway, there's a big line. I'm going to get in the line. The last time I was here, you might remember, I did find that Lisa Larson bird, which is awesome. So I'm really excited. I'm kind of encouraged to come back. You know, I got rewarded, so the behavior is going to be repeated. So I will share some footage from inside, hopefully, and I'll do a little haul after to fill you guys in on what I found and what it's worth. All right, I'll see you guys inside. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you shortly. So here we are waiting outside this small local thrift store. There aren't too many of these left, and the ones that are left tend to not be that good, but this one is usually very rewarding. And you guys have gone with me before, so you know that we could find some treasure. So here we are lining up like we're about to get some ham, sliced thin, I guess. It always feels a little bit odd to line up this way. I guess they used to give out numbers. So this is where it gets its name, the running of the bulls, because once you get in there, it's a mad dash. There's one area of this particular thrift shop, I believe they call it Treasure Corner, and that's where they keep the nicest things, like in a case, displayed. And so that's where I'm headed, because I really, really want to find, you got it, one of our grails. So some of this footage will be a little crazy, because as I'm running around the store trying to find things to show you, I'm not sure why I must have forgotten to turn my camera, so this clip's a little crazy. It's more of a vertical clip than a horizontal, but I'm in the houseware section, and I'm actually trying to avoid catching any of these people on film, which is why you're seeing like their legs and baskets. There's something about this thrift store. It really like gets you amped up, because you never know what kind of treasure you're going to find. And I will share what I found with you in Treasure Corner in the haul. It's way too hard to shop that corner with all the competition and also film with one hand, since I'm still using my phone. I don't know why this is so crazy, but this looked better when I watched it when I was previewing. So yeah, they do sometimes have things like Fire King, Hazel Atlas, Pyrex. Some of the flatware can be good over here. Sometimes some kitschy and cute salt and pepper shakers. And now I got here late, so I didn't find too much in this area, but I was excited when I got over there because of what I did find in Treasure Corner, which I will share. And so that was part of the reason that my camera goes so wonky, because I am trying to look at everything so I don't miss another amazing score that can help me teach you guys something and also pay me for my time, as you know. I feel like sunflowers are really big right now, but I didn't feel like shipping something really big like that large glass. Is that called a decanter? It's not called that. Dispenser. I think it's a drink dispenser. Those are kind of back in also. So you can see I'm scanning very, very quickly, which is why I'm filming very, very quickly here. And I'm trying not to buy single glasses. I'll do a single mug, but I'm drawing the line at single glasses because they do not sell for me. And if they do sell, they don't make me enough money, and I feel they're more fragile than a mug. So here I am in the clothing, and I did find a few things I liked, one of which is this really cute, I do believe it's vintage, not just based on the font, but it is single stitch. This kind people are my kind of people. I don't know if that's true or not. I kind of need a shirt that says snarky people are my kind of people, but I thought it was a really nice sentiment, and I liked the vintage style, so I grabbed that. But I did make a few mistakes in here that I thought were worth sharing with you. I tried desperately, by the way, to find a name on this blouse that's stuck on the rack because it was really pretty and different, and now I wish I'd bought it. But you know, sometimes when you're shopping, leave me a comment if this happens to you. You're trying to buy stuff that will make you money. You're trying not to make any mistakes. And I feel like sometimes we make mistakes because we're trying so hard. Like we get like sort of frenzied almost to try to make quick decisions. And we get so excited that we actually make a mistake. So I didn't get that. And I saw some notes with it later. And even if I kept it for myself, I would have been happy. So I feel like this was one of the mistakes I might have made. Leave me a comment. Oh my goodness, I don't even know what just happened. Leave me a comment if you've bought an Ariat shirt before, like a button-down shirt. It looked like online they were like $60 or $70. Again, sometimes you make a mistake because you're trying to not make a mistake. You're almost like overthinking it. And if I had been so keyed up from Treasure Corner and the running of the bulls, I would have slowed down like I do in a regular thrift store and just put it in my cart. But you have like a basket, and you're kind of rushing around, and this place is pretty picker heavy. And because it's only open for certain hours, we're all there at the same time. So I'm trying to go through each item, but it's becoming clear relatively quickly that there aren't that many great items. Now, this was my other possible mistake, Vince Camuto. I don't know if I should have bought this. Can you let me know in the comments if I made a mistake on that piece? I cannot wait till I get a chest mount GoPro so that the camera work is a little more stabilized for you. And I use the stabilizer to try to help you guys out. So you can only imagine what the raw footage was like. So yeah, I did continue going through this rack just to see. There was one other item I wish I had gotten. It was a thank you very much, like smiley face hoodie. I don't remember which brand it was, but I do wish that I had gotten that. I know I need to channel. There goes the shirt I picked up. I need to channel Hustle at Home Mom's shopping style. I think she does wear a chest mount, but sometimes she puts her camera like in her cart. So I went to check out like the belts and bags. Sometimes the belts can be like a sleeper here. They do go through their bags, but I did find this Laurel Birch. I think it was like, I show you the price tag. I want to say $3 or $3.50. This is the Indigo Cats. And I find her cat bags do well with me. So I did grab that. That was a good price. And there's another bag I grabbed. It's like an artisan type bag. I have not found a price for it. I'll show it to you in the haul. I couldn't capture the footage. So it was exciting, as you can see, and worth the trip. So I decided to redo my haul video. I had one in the car outside, which always kind of feels more exciting to me as a viewer, but it was a little disorganized and hard to see. And I actually found new information, and that was the thing that pushed me over the edge and said, I have to make sure I include this new information. So, you know, I'm hardly ever disappointed at this store that I affectionately call the running of the bulls. And I am one of the bulls because people kind of run in there to look at everything. Usually they run in. Sometimes you have one person bottlenecking the entrance. We didn't have that. This is yesterday. But anyway, it's like aerobic shopping in there. Like, you've got to put your hair up. You'd better be wearing your Lulu leggings and be ready. If you shop that place the right way, you're definitely going to break a sweat. And I was there for like probably an hour, so I feel like that's a good workout. Anyway, I did get a few clothing items, either for my booth or for myself. I thought this vintage single stitch t-shirt was really cute. I saw one on Depop for $20. I don't think it's a big money maker, but I really, really liked it. I like the message and the way it looks. And that was $3.50. I don't think I'm going to keep that. I don't wear that style of t-shirt that often these days. I got myself a pair of like jeggings. They're really soft. They look really comfortable, and they're kind of like cropped at the ankle, and they have that rough hem. I haven't looked this up actually, but I got this Dungeons and Dragons lanyard. I just feel like ever since Stranger Things, this has made a comeback, and I know some of you, it never left, but there's a whole new generation of gamers in that department. This was a really cute shirt. It says it's one size. It has great sleeves, very romantic. I probably put that in my booth. I tend to dress a little bit more kind of minimalist. And so I don't think I'm going to keep that, but it's so soft I'm tempted. So that brings us to the things that were going to make us some money. So I got this Laurel Birch bag. I find the dog items don't do as well as the cat items. This is called the Indigo Cats. It's not a huge money maker. I think I found one for $25 online, but this particular one, I think I paid like $3 for it, or $3.50. And so I felt like that was worth it. I don't think that's vintage, but I'll have to look into that more. So that might be a booth item or a Facebook Marketplace item. This woven bag is so beautiful. The only pieces that were similar by this particular artist were in sort of almost like a gallery. Her name is Miriam Stewart Morel. I believe that's how you would say it. So I couldn't find any pricing, but I imagine if she's having sort of like these gallery type, shows, that it's going to be significantly more than $5. But modern, a contemporary piece, so it would have to go in my booth. Really, really beautiful though, and it feels really nice too. I did get a few items that are sterling. I got these tennis racket earrings. I don't know why, but they were only about $3. So I can put those online, and someone who's a real tennis pro or tennis buff will probably love those. They'd make a nice gift for someone. This necklace I had to kind of pay up for, but I believe this is labradorite, and some amethyst, and maybe like abalone, maybe mother of pearl, but I think with the iridescence it's abalone. A beautiful, it's not really a choker, but it's similar to one. So this is similar pieces by this maker. It's so funny that the initials on the back are AF, because you know how people use that acronym all the time, and I just thought that was really funny because it definitely is beautiful AF. So I thought about keeping this one. I'm not sure about that yet. But the ones that I found by the same maker that are kind of similar are about $125 online. So I will make some money on that. I thought this might be another Peggy Miller. It isn't, but I always like these mid-century kind of boomerang type pieces. So I might just put that in the booth. It does have some patina and wear to it. I'll still make money because I think it was in the costume section and cost me, I want to say it cost $0.25. Anyway, I really like this lucite beaded necklace. It's almost got like an optic kind of thing going on. If you happen to know what you would call these type of sort of cased beads, I don't know the keywords to use for that to get an idea of, what platform to put them on or whatever, but they just were so eye-catching I couldn't leave them behind. And then this ring was eye-catching too, and I paid $6 for it. I don't think it's sterling, but it was in the sterling case, and I meant to check it over and see if there's a mark. It sort of looks like sterling, but the reason I bought it is because it's got this sort of cha-cha articulated thing where it makes a noise and it moves around, and I liked how it was kind of dynamic. And it is actually slightly adjustable, so that's helpful. I may keep that for a while, I'm not sure. And I haven't actually Googled that to see what it's worth. This is, oh goodness, I said I was going to remember the name of it. It's marked something Providence. It's a crab mug, and these kinds of things sell really well in Maryland. And I did find one online. I think it was for about $20, and I think I paid $3, but I'm not 100% sure. So that brings us to the star of the show. So these spice houses were really popular in the late 80s and early 90s. And my mom actually gave my husband and I a small set. And when we were moving a few years ago, I said, I think I'm ready to let it go. My husband said, no, those are so cool. And your mom gave them to us, and she's now passed away. And I didn't get rid of them. I do have my own. They're still packed away, ironically. But I found out in the process that they were actually worth quite a bit of money. And this is the reason that I redid this haul indoors rather than in the back of my car.
I thought that they were worth maybe a couple of $100 for a set of 24, but it turns out that they can be worth like $500 and up. Now they're worth more if they have their original shelf. So I might go back to that store on Thursday, tomorrow, and see if they have the spice rack as well. But I still think they'll bring maybe $400 to $500 because this is the complete original 1989 24-piece set. So this is a sleeper that you want to look for. These are things you're going to find at yard sales. They are clearly marked on the bottom, even though of course they stand out really well. They have the Lennox name and they'll have the date, and they are really, really cute. To me, they're kind of like 80s, 90s kitsch, which I haven't completely crossed over into that territory, but it's important to cross over into that territory if you want to pay yourself well for your aerobic shopping, which I do. So not only did I get exercise, I got paid for exercising out there. So that sums up the haul. I think I did spend quite a bit at the store. I spent well over $100, but this one thing is going to help me get that back and more and pay myself for the day. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't done so, please click the like and subscribe buttons. Leave a comment if you know something about these beads, or if you've had luck with any of these items. I'd be happy. I'd love reading your comments. I try to respond whenever I can. Don't forget to have fun while you're shopping, right? Don't forget to pay yourself for your time and never stop searching. I'll see you guys next time.